Good morning children. As you know, we are in chapter number 7, that is water resources. We are in topic means of irrigation. Earlier we discussed about primitive methods of irrigation, that is canal irrigation, tank irrigation, wells. Under wells we discuss about surface wells and tube wells. Today we will start modern method of irrigation. Three are there modern methods. They are sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation, bamboo irrigation. In modern method, first we will discuss about sprinkler irrigation. This is a type of overhead irrigation and has been in use only a couple of decades ago. In this type of irrigation, sprinklers are set up in the fields and supplied with water by hoses from the source of water. Sprinkler irrigation system includes the application of water in the form of a spray, somewhat resembling rainfall. It is suitable for almost all crops on moist soil and on lands of wide range of topographic condition. Sprinkler irrigation. An irrigation sprinkler is a device used to irrigate agricultural crops, lawns, landscapes, golf courses and other areas. They are used for cooling and for control of airborne dust. Sprinkler irrigation is the method of applying water in a controlled manner in way similar to rainfall. It looks like a similar to rainfall for plants. Now we will discuss about advantages of sprinkler irrigation. Look at in your book. Advantages of sprinkler systems are as follows. This type of irrigation does not involve any loss of water by seepage or evaporation. As water is supplied through pipes, it is not exposed to sun. So evaporation is very less. Why evaporation is very less? Because it is not exposed to the sun. Because the water is supplying through pipes. So directly contact is not there, so evaporation is very less. This method is the best for conserving water as there is no wastage of water. So conserving water, it is help in conserving water. Third, it is best suited for arid and semi-arid region. You have to underline arid and semi-arid region. Water management is easier than surface irrigation system. This system is easier than surface irrigation system. Does not interfere with cultivation and less wastage of water. High application efficiencies are there. High and frequent application can effectively accomplished. Easy mechanization and automation is there. So these are advantages of sprinkler irrigation. Now come to disadvantage. High initial cost. Cost is very high. For planting these type of sprinkler, the cost is very high. High operation cost is there. For maintaining this sprinkler, it is very expensive. Water application efficiency under sprinkler irrigation is strongly affected by direction of wind. So direction of wind is affecting sprinkler irrigation. Some crops are particularly sensitive and may suffer leaf scorch because of the salt deposited on the leaves after the water evaporates. When the water evaporates from the leaves, they deposited salt deposited over there. So they damage the leaves or maybe damage the crops. Now see, high maintenance requirement as constant and meticulous maintenance of sprinkler system is necessary. Saline water may cause problem. So salty water is there, it can cause many problem. Water must be free from sand, debris and salt. So the water must be free from these things. then only this system is worthful for farmers. So these are advantages and disadvantages of sprinkler irrigation system. Now see drip irrigation. In drip irrigation, water is taken directly to the roots of the plant or trees. Underline it, roots of the plants or trees. A plastic tube is used which has a small holes through which water keeps on dripping steadily. Hence, the name drip irrigation is given to this type of irrigation. Now see, the water constantly, steadily the water is dropping in roots of trees or roots of plants. That's why it's called drip irrigation. Drip irrigation, it is a type of a micro irrigation system that has a potential to save water and nutrients by allowing water to drip slowly to the root of plants either from above the soil surface or buried below the surface. So we can sometimes we put pipes on surface of the earth surface. So by dripping water, the roots are getting water. And then sometimes we buried under the surface, and the roots are getting constantly steadily they are taking water from these type of irrigation. Surface or buried below the surface. The goal is to place water directly into the root zone. So the main goal of this irrigation is that directly we have to provide water to root zone and minimize evaporation. These are the two important causes of this type of irrigation, that we have to directly provide water to root zone and we have to minimize evaporation. Now see advantages of drip irrigation. The advantages of drip irrigation are fertilizer and nutrient loss is minimized. You have to underline that it minimizes the fertilizer and nutrient loss due to localized and reduced leaching. So because they are localized and reduce leaching, that's why the less it minimize or less use of a fertilizer and nutrient. Water application efficiency is high. You have to underline water application efficiency is high if managed correctly. If they are managed correctly, then only it is possible. Field leveling is not necessary. No need of field leveling. Field with the irregular shapes are easily accommodated. Recycled non-potable water can safely use. Moisture within the root zone can be minimized. Can be maintained at a filled capacity. So moisture within the, now see you have to circle it, root zone can be maintained at filled capacity. Soil type plays less important role in frequency of irrigation. Soil erosion is very less. Because of this irrigation, soil erosion is very less. Water distribution is highly uniform. So this distribution of water is in a uniform manner and controlled by output each nozzle. It is controlled by each nozzle. Labor cost is less than other irrigation method. It is very less compared to other irrigation facility. Variation in supply can regulate by regulating the wells and dripper. It is regulated by wells and drippers. Fertigation can be included with the minimal waste of fertilizer. It is a minimum waste of fertilizer. Usually operated at a lower pressure than other type of pressurized irrigation, reducing energy cost. It also reduces energy cost. So these are the advantages of drip irrigation. It is very useful for farmers. Drip irrigation for plants, for crops, for increasing crops capacity. This irrigation is very useful. Now listen children, you have to come disadvantages of drip irrigation. initial cost can be more than overhead system. So the initial cost, it is very costly. The sun can affect the tubes used for drip irrigation, shortening their usable life. Affected by sun. If water is not properly filtered and the equipment is not properly maintained, it can result in clogging. So the water is not filtered. If it is not filtered, it blocks the pipe, or if equipments we are not maintaining properly, so it create problem for the farmers. So these are disadvantages of drip irrigation. Bamboo irrigation system. This is third type. In the northeast part of India, in Meghalaya, a 200-year-old system of tapping stream water by using bamboo pipes is prevalent. About 20 liters of water enters the bamboo pipe system and is transported over hundreds of meters. It transports hundreds of meters. Bamboo irrigation system is normally used to irrigate the betel leaf or a black pepper crop planted in areca orchard or in mixed orchards. Bamboo pipes are used to divert the perennial springs on the hilltops to the lower reaches by gravity. Now see, some children are asking me questions that where we are getting water from these bamboo. So water from an uphill source is tapped and brought to the plantation by a main bamboo channel. Usually these water sources are far off from the plantation and the main bamboo channel runs hundreds of meters, in some cases even kilometers. Advantages of bamboo irrigation: it does not need any fuel or power, hence it is economical. No need of fuel or power. It can be implemented in a region where bamboo is available for free or at low cost, where the bamboo is freely or at very lower cost if it is available. So this type of irrigation is possible. Only disadvantage is that bamboo starts to root in rain. It starts root in rain. So the whole network need to rebuild after 2-3 years. This is single disadvantage of bamboo irrigation. I hope it is clear to everyone. Sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation and bamboo irrigation. Now children, we come to the point that we have to understand now what is importance of water. Water playing very important role in our life. Many times in many classes, in many teachers are explaining you, they are giving you what is the importance of water. They are explaining you how water is playing very important role in our life. We have to use water very efficiently. We have to conserve water resources. Now see, our next topic is importance of water. Water is a natural resource. It is the lifeline of all living beings and all the physiological and biological activities of plants. Underline it, physiological and biological activities of plants. Animals and humans are dependent on water. Not only human beings, even animals, plants, everything depend on water. Water is essential for agriculture and industries. Industry and agriculture is possible only because of water. Water provides the kinetic energy used for producing hydroelectricity. So this hydroelectricity is possible because water provides the kinetic energy. Water also helps in disposing the solid and liquid waste generated by various activities of animals and human beings. From animals and human beings, the many things, many wastes are there, liquid waste and the solid waste, and it generated by the various activities of animals and human beings, and water helps in disposing these type of wastes. Water is also an important means of navigation. It is important means of navigation. We are navigate goods and many things, and not only goods, even human beings. That many channels are there from we are using water transportation also. That means for navigation is also for navigation it is very important. Now see next point. Water also provides various sources of sports and recreation. Water is the only means of existence for the marine life. It is only means of existence for the marine life. Water must be saved for our future generation. Water must be saved for our future generation. So children, water is playing very important role in our life. Water, soil, air, all these things are interconnected with each other. So without water we cannot survive on the earth. So we have to save water, we have to conserve water and use it very efficiently. Got it? Now see, today we completed till this. Today we'll stop here only. Today we completed importance of water and modern method of irrigation. In next period, we'll discuss about need for conservation of water. Till that, read it carefully. Have a good day. God bless you.